All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join, even if the link is right down there in the video description. You click that link. You get a video introduction rundown on the memberships. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarah Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get on over there. Check out the catalog. Get you a discount. Shop and save. Save and shop. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com. SETI University. We're talking about over 1,500 videos. All the subject that you know and love from the general. We got 40 different subjects. We talking about Too Raw for YouTube. We talking about Making It a White Man. We talking about Black Illuminati, Freemasonry exposed. We talking about Christianity, Islam, Judaism. We got a lot of people out here mad that I'm exposing, their belief system, but that's okay. We got to do it. We got the Black Woman is God series. We got all that, the Black Power economic education blueprint. We had that. Get over there. We got the Grandmaster teachers, all hand-picked documentaries and lectures. Man, there's not another website on the planet that can compete. Get over there, become a member today, and get access to a show enough treasure chest of African wisdom and knowledge. And everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never calm. We talking about we got some hot fire that's dropping on Patreon. We're going to get at least one or two of them off tonight. Blocking your spiritual vision. That's right. Why do they want you to wear glasses during the solar eclipse? We got to talk about that. They're trying to block your spiritual vision. You see, they're trying to block your melanin. You better learn. You better, pick up on this information while you got an opportunity, family. The Super Bowl satanic ritual ushering in the solar eclipse in the end time. And also we got the Mansion of Horrors, Diddy and the demonic practices of Aleister Crowley. Yeah, we turning up, family. And so get on over. If you ain't a patron, you need to become one immediately and get access not only to these three, but we got over 500 exclusive live streams. To all the family out there, donate to the general. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the general. Link right there in the video description is in the chat. Click it, donate. I thank you. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, as we was looking at, and we talking about who these people think they summoning. You see, who they think they summoning. And some of these people out here believe that they actually summoning the Anunnaki. You see, the Anunnaki. And the thing is, I'm gonna tell you why. And we already, and the Elohim, any one of them. All of that is rooted in the Nile Valley, even though the personification of it is manifested today in Mesopotamia. You see, which is an offshoot, a small colony, offshoot of the Nile Valley. You see, and we give credit where credit is due. Those are our people that created that civilization, no doubt about it. But it was a colony, and it never reached the heights in greatness as the motherland. And that's facts. You go there today, and we don't even have to argue that. You see? And so, yeah, but the reason why people highlight the Anunnaki more so than even the Nile Valley deities because Mesopotamia was supposedly the homeland of Abraham. You see, we talking about the offshoot of Muhammad, and you see what I'm saying. And so the personification is to highlight Mesopotamia and whatever was going on in Mesopotamia, and you can see that they had taken all their concepts from the Nile Valley and reworked them. You see, that's all they did. Even the wing, you see, the God was supposedly the supreme God, Anu, riding on the winged sun disk. We're gonna talk about that. You see, we're gonna talk about that. Let me see if I can. Let me see which one was that. Let me see. Right there. That's where it was right there. And a lot of times when they show these, these deities. You see what I'm saying? And they ain't always giants. That's why they be showing these little alien men and shit. They be small. You see, they be small. They little short, peoples. Little small peoples. We're gonna get into that. Okay, let me move that. And then I'm gonna get back into Hellboy, because it's crazy. His name. A lot of people don't know his name, and I'm gonna drop that name in there for you. Matter of fact, let me go on and go to work. We still gonna get off into it. Where did I put that one? I believe I put it on the black. Let me see, was it the Black Illuminati? Okay, it wasn't this. Let me see where I put that. Matter of fact, I know where I put it. I know where I put it right here. Yeah, this is his name. This is Hellboy's name. And so, yeah, this motherfucker say, he, okay, is a Nugan. You see, a Nugan or something, to that fact. I don't want to be saying this shit out loud, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker might show up and shit, you know what I'm saying? But we see the Anu, okay? This is old Hellboy. Let me put it so everybody, but see, this motherfucker came through a portal. You see, he came through a portal too. So as we talk about this eclipse, and he came through a portal during an eclipse, you see? And so you see this motherfucker's name is, you see, Anunga. You see? And so let me put that in there. And you see Noon. You see Noon in his name. You see Noon in his name. Well, I'm gonna just make, as a matter of fact, what I'll do, I'll just make it 100. Now the is also on. You see, which is also on, which is ON, which is the sun. You see, that's what that is. That's what you get. That's why you could put the S in front of it. You see, or on, it's the sun. Fire. We see Ra, and we see Rama, which is also a deity. You see, Ra and Rama. Rama is a Hindu deity. Okay. And so this motherfucker supposed, and it said, and his name means, and upon this brow is set a crown of flame. Now I ain't pay no attention to it, but on this brow is set a crown of flame. Okay. So we the fire aspect is real. See, I didn't even pay no attention to that. Real talk. I was just paying more so, Hellboy was summoned from hell to earth as a baby by Nazi occultists, spawning his hatred for the Third Reich. Okay? And so there it is. And so that's all that motherfucking, Black Sun and, they understand. They done been sneaking over there on them scrolls, them damn Nazis and shit. They was over there right after the damn French. You see, they was over there right after the damn French. And so, yeah, so now when we talk about it, and I'm gonna go over because this is who they summoned. You see, this is who they summoned. And so, but we have to understand because there's a lot of niggas out here talking about the Anu. The Anu is the Twa. You see what I'm saying? The Anu is the Twa. These are the seed peoples that went all over the earth, that took the magic from from inner Africa. They had been working that magic. So magic ain't just, a hocus pocus. They had been dealing with the metals. You see what I'm saying? They were the first ones, chemists. They were the first chemists. They were the first ones smelting that iron. You see what I'm saying? They was the first ones smelting metals. They was the first craftsmen. And you see, in ancient times, the blacksmiths were considered to be, you see, the magicians. They, that was considered a magical art to be able to do that. You see? And so not only were they the first blacksmiths, you hear me? They was also, because they, even to the day, they came up out of that Congo. You see, they came up out of that area of the Great Lakes region in Africa. You see, and so in being in the Congo, they had access to, thousands and thousands of natural herbs and medicines. And so they were considered the medicine men, the shamans, and when you think about it, see, they don't show, but the reality is that Ptah, along with Bes, is the two earliest deities of the Nile, the two earliest deities of ancient Egypt. Okay, and so when you hear the word Egypt, it's Egypticos, it's Egypt Ptah. You see, you just put the AH on the end, but the PT at the end of Egypt is Ptah. And so right there, they know who were the founders of Egypt. See, the thing is, they keep lying to you. Now, when we look at Ptah, wait a minute, which they don't want to show Ptah, but this is Ptah in blue. You see, this is Ptah as the Twa. Okay, so when you say Egypt Ptah, this is who that you referring to, the little Twa, along with Bes, who brought that knowledge and science from the interior of Africa. They was in Egypt long before the taller Africans came in. You see what I'm saying? And these little Africans went all over the planet. They became the leprechauns of lore. They became the troll. Now, I won't say trolls, but 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 see, they gave them negative connotations to hide the root of divinity of their African origins. And so they would give them, the trolls and the elves and shit, this, that, and the third. They had magic. They had the ability to create a weaponry and smelt iron. And that's why when you watch Thor, you see, when you watch Thor and you look at the troll, he's not a troll. Let me quit saying dwarf. He's a dwarf. His name is I believe it's Etri. Okay, and so he's the little, but he's a giant dwarf, and he was in there, and Thanos fucked him up. Thanos went in there because he made all the weaponry of the gods. He made all the weaponry of the gods. You know what I'm saying? He made Thor's hammer. He made that damn axe and shit that he had. So, you know, so to keep him from making any more weaponry, Thanos, yeah, he treed the giant, but he's actually a dwarf. Even though he's a giant, he's a dwarf at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, but but you just said something right there, brethren. A lot of times the dwarfs is shown also as giants. That's why when they talk about Gilgamesh, see, when you look at Gilgamesh, you see what I'm saying? When you see his face, you see that it's best. You see his best. You see, so we know what they trying to hide. Yeah, we know. Yeah. See, the thing is see, they use a lot of allegory. When we say we know we from the cosmos, we know we from the cosmos, family. And so, you know, a lot of things is allegorical and esoterical, but it's a base understanding of, it's a real understanding under there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a real understanding under there. No, the term Egypt did come from the Greeks, but they understood that the Twa were the founders of ancient Egypt. That's why they understood that. You see, that's why they named it that, because they understood from the records that the Twa was the founders of Egypt. You see, they understood that. And that's why when you see the Greeks, even though they named it, you see how they revered best. You see, even when you look at the Greeks, when they came in, I'm going to show you. It is Greek. But the understanding is they knew that the Twa were the founders of Egypt. See right here, you see how they place best? This is a Greek statue, you know, of the Horus, you know, which is the Horus child. You see, and you see that they got best as the all in all. They got best as the all in all. And when you go to Dendera, when you go to the temple of Dendera, when you first come into the courtyard, you see, before you get to the temple, you got to walk down to the temple. Now, when you come through the gate, when you come through the gate, right there on the right-hand side is what they call the Mamisi. And the Mamisi is the birthing house of the Pharaoh. He's a god, the birthing. And so as a god, and then when you look at the Mamisi, it's a small temple. It's a small chapel. And you will look at the top. If you go to Dendera, especially Dendera, and you look, you got the columns and you see Bes, the capitals, you know, on the columns. You see, because Bes is the goddess of birth. A lot of people don't know that he's both, because he's the all in all. I don't want nobody to get confused. He's the all in all. Okay, but he's looked at as the seed people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the body being that, because they were the first ones as medicine men and medicine women. They were the first ones that knew how to, to give birth. You know how to, as a doctor. You know what I'm saying? To get in there and get the baby out, and all the things that was, for to have children, you see, and also because they were the seed people. They've been here longer than anybody. Okay, but you see here the Greeks highly revered best. Now, when you see, once you start looking, now I'm gonna show you. I'm going to show you. Now, you see, this is best in Greek. Now, this is a gorgon. See, this is a gorgon. Wait a minute. Let me blow that up for you. Thank you, family. I appreciate you. Now, this is a gorgon, but this is best in Greece. This is the Anu. Okay. Now, when you see this is Medusa. This is supposedly the one to the left is supposedly Medusa, but that's the face of Bess. You see the tongue sticking out, and another thing you will see that's common is that almond-shaped eye. You see, that's also symbolic of Bess. You will see them almond-shaped eyes, and it'll go all over the world. You're not gonna be, and if you will see it and you will know it. I seen it when I was in Mexico. I say, damn, it blew my mind to when I went in. We was at Teotihuacan, and it was some temples, and I say, let me see if I can see some shit. I'm just trying to be real with myself. You know, I'm not no fake motherfucker. You know, I don't make shit up. You see what I'm saying? I gotta believe. I gotta believe that the Nile Valley is the origin of all this shit. So I'm trying to prove this. And man, I went in and I could show Bess was right there. You can see the tongue sticking out all over the world, even on the damn, believe it or not, even the totem poles of the so-called Native Americans, you will see Bess, an animal with the tongue sticking out all over the world. That's why they call them the seed people, because it's literally nowhere you could go and not see an image of God Bess. You feel what I'm saying? And so now check this out. As you see this now, this is the so-called, I believe, what they call them, the Maori peoples. Now, right here, this is the this is the African bloodline on the island of Vanuatu. You see what I believe that's Vanuatu. No, that's Papua New Guinea. That's Papua New Guinea. That's Papua New Guinea that you see, but you can see where they got it from. You see but the Papua New Guineans got it from the Nile. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. And when they see the boomerang and they think the boomerang is something that's Australian, man, they got hundreds and hundreds of boomerangs at the Egyptian museum in Cairo. You see what I'm saying? They got hundreds of boomerangs. Now, so you see where they got it from. Now, this show you that them Twa, what they call the Negritos over there in South Asia, you see, all through the down that was in the Philippines, they was in Indonesia, they was all through Tasmanian. When you look at the Tasmanian, you see that they was short. You see what I'm saying? It was some that tall, but the majority of them was short. They was Twa. Okay? They was Twa. Let me see. Let me show it. Okay, and so here you see, now this is supposed to be from that this is Humbaba. You see what I'm saying? And he was out of the Gilgamesh story. You see, and you can see right there the beard. You can see the beard. You can see he's a little short Twa. You see, they the ones was all over just like you see the Negritos that's all over there in what's that island? Damn, man. Boy, my mind be running so fast. What's that island over there? It's in the Bay of Bengal. With they didn't went over there and pillaged them. Not that. Wait a minute. Not Easter Island. I'm talking about over there in the Adamine. That's right. Y'all hit it. Adamine Island. See it, boy. Y'all bad. I love it, man. Y'all. I love my peoples, man. They come. Y'all bring it right on up, man. Straight up. The Adamine Islands. And so you can see they was all through there. So even in Mesopotamia, even in India, you see that the Twa was all through there. You see them all in carved in the walls, and you see what I'm saying? So we know so when you look at this Baba, you see that's best. Now, when you look at this supposed to be Gilgamesh. You see what I'm saying? Do you know that's best? There's no doubt about it. And so sometimes Best is, even though he's a Twa, he's also depicted as a giant. You see what I'm saying? But just like you said, I believe it's Etri. I'm gonna just say Etri. His name, he is a dwarf. Now, in the movie, they show him to be a giant. But in most the mythologies, they show him to be like Best, a little short individual. He's a dwarf. You know what I'm saying? And so again, when we look at this, wait a minute. When we look, you see right there in his name, you see Un. You see Un, in which is, and you see right there where it says crown of flame. So, so you understand that there's solar. So when you talk about which is also on, which is, you can spell it with an O, like you got Aton. And so you see that Heliopolis, which is, the city of the sun, Helios, you see in the Bible is referred to as on. You see, and so, yes, that is flame. That's fire. You see right there, Heliopolis, on. Okay, and so, yeah, we 100 with that. So when they get to talking all that, yeah, they weren't from outer space. They was from the Nile. The sciences may very well depicted our people descending from the heavens. You see, but don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? That is because, first and foremost, that majority of the research in studying the stars came from the Twa, because they got the earliest walk. They got the earliest walk across the planet. You see what I'm saying? They, what we call the stellar people. Dr. Ben taught us that they created the stellar, to be able to trace some of these constellations that only come around for thousands and thousands of years. The Europeans only been on the scene 2,000 years, and they ain't even was doing research even half of that. They just started doing research. They just started having books. You see what I'm saying? So even when you think about an age is out of the 12 houses, that an age is almost 2,000 years, with the complete cycle of the sun, going in its elliptical is over 24,000 years. So each house is 2,000 years. And goddamn, the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal ain't even been through one researching. You see what I'm saying? He just started researching in the damn, in the 1700s, 1800s. Then he started doing a little research here and there. So you talking about, 300 years, 400 years. So even in the house we in, he's only been doing research for about 200-300 years, and I might be giving him too much. You see what I'm saying? I might be giving him too much. And so you can't create no science dealing with stars that only come around every 75. Goddamn, you got to know the motherfucker coming around first. Like, damn, if you do see the motherfucker shooting, how you know? And how you know when it's the next time is coming around? You see what I'm saying? You document it, and you know what I'm saying? And and then you ain't gonna be here for the next one. So you got to hand it down and say, we seen a star and your predecessors got to be able to validate it if they see it, if they looking for it. So how long do you think it took people to really record a star that only come around 75 fucking years? How long do you think it took them to really understand that this star comes around 75 years? Man, it probably took 1,000 motherfucking years for a motherfucker really say, oh, it coming on around this time. You know what I'm saying? You see, he could have passed it on to the predecessor, and the motherfucker missed it the next year. You see what I'm saying? Missed that motherfucker. You got to keep going. You got to keep it up. So this was a people who had been on here, you know, hundreds of thousands of years. So where 75 years don't mean shit. You know, they saw it enough over a course of time, and they documented it, and they documented it over, you know, in 100,000 years. They was able to accurately say that this star comes around. But a motherfucker that just started doing research 200-300 years ago, come on, man. Let's leave this shit alone. Let's leave this shit alone. I will ride on my knowledge. I will. I will ride on it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let no motherfucker play me. You know what I'm saying? You looking up just like I'm looking up, motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? If it come around 75 years from now, motherfucker, me and you ain't got nothing on me. Your ass gonna be gone too, motherfucker. Believe that. Okay. And so, yeah, I understand great lengths of time, you see, must be passed down to the children to continue, and they continue to pass down and pass down. You know, it ain't gonna be no one man or no one woman that think they know it all. And so the information that we've got today is come by way of our ancestors studying hundreds of thousands of years, and we being the inheritors of that knowledge. And we thank our ancestors for passing down such a tremendous science that in the very act of is godlike to be able to have this records like this. You see what I'm saying? It's godlike, you know, to be able to study the stars like our ancestors and charted all this. You know what I'm saying? But to imagine 25,000 years, even that, look at that. Do you understand that 25,000 years to a people that got a record of 1,000,000 years? They'll tell you we've been here 1,000,000. They'll make it seem as if we was, you know, we was some lower primate motherfuckers or something. But, you know, imagine that 1,000,000 years we've been here. So even 25,000 years don't mean shit. You see? Because you talking about, you got 420, you know, you got four cycles in 100,000 years. You got 4 cycles in 100,000 years. In 1,000,000 years, you got 40. You see? You got 40. I believe it's 40. 4 times, yeah, times 10, 40. That's 40. That's 40 times you've been around the great year in 1,000,000 years. You see? So that means we seen everything in this galaxy. We didn't seen it with our eye. We didn't see, our people have seen it with our eye. That's real talk. You see? So we have to understand. So when we make up allegorical stories to explain this, you know, that we came from the stars, because we did. We are the stars. We are the elements of the stars. You see? We are the elements of the stars, and we create magnificent stories, but we are that. You understand? The Anunnaki and all of that. And I'm even in that Anunnaki. When you say that nah, you see, that's like the serpent. When you get snake, and you get SNAKE, snake, and you get the nah, and there's naga. You see what I'm saying? So when you get that nah, that's also the serpentine energy. That's also the serpentine energy in there. The Ouroboros, the you know, the what is the term that I'm talking about? That I get it. It's an energy, but it's dealing with the circle. You see what I'm saying? You know, and I know y'all will throw it out there. I'm just going off the top of my head. You see, the Anu, and it's a tribe in the Nile. There's also it's Anunnaki. I believe it's Anunnaki. You see, they are from one of them other not the Ouroboros, it's not the Kundalini. Y'all got me. Y'all in the area. Matter of fact, I'll tell you, it's a certain, wait a minute. Oh, I knew that. I knew I was gonna mess. Somebody gonna put it in there. No, it's a scientific name. What y'all put in there is that. It is that. But I just wanna. Man, it did that again on me, man. I hate that. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna get it right now. I don't know. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. What is that called? I see it right there. I like to have centripetal force. That's what it's called. I'm glad I saw it. Centripetal force. Centripetal force. That's what it is. That's what it is. Centripetal force. You see, I'm gonna throw this in here for you. I had to, I be moving so fast, man. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting sharper though, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on my goddamn A game. But that's it right there, centripetal force. Let me and this is how energy is produced, in the universe. This is the same, the coil or the spiral. So this is the serpentine energy that they're talking about. And the Ouroboros is a way and the Kundalini is also a way of displaying that same energy because it moves in a coil. You see what I'm saying? It also moves in a coil. But this is centripetal force moving in a circle. You see what I'm saying? The Ouroboros is another way of it displaying that it's eternity. It's an eternal force. You see, and so yeah, and so family. So when we start talking about summoning the Anu, see that right there, we didn't blew that open. You see all that which they that's what they doing is they hiding the fact because they'll put that shit out there. But them occultists, they know where they got that information from. You see, they not dumb. You got some of them scholars out there like Gerald Massey and Church Word, and they know they are. I seen it in their books. They know exactly what it is. They give it up. Both of them acknowledge that the Loire was the foundation of the Nile Valley. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you, Ross. What's up, Ross? That's right. You already know. And so, yeah, we put in some work tonight. I appreciate y'all, family. So any motherfucker that keep telling y'all about some motherfuckers, yeah. Whoever they talking about, they see coming down to the earth, and that's us. You see, you got to understand this. Let me explain something to you. When we put our great ones in the sky. You see, we put them up there. We give them the glory and put our goddesses and our gods up in the constellations. You see what I'm saying? To honor them. You see, to honor them. And so we have spiritual stories where they commune with us, just like on this eclipse. But believe it or not, that's us. We put ourselves in the sky to glorify and to map out constellations and stars. That's us. That's coming down. Ain't no motherfucker. That's us. Quit looking for something, nigga. You see what I'm saying? It's the ancestors. It's the spirits of the ancestors coming down. It ain't gonna be no goddamn, no frog-faced man or no shit like that. Stop it. Stay out of Hollywood, man. Y'all niggas and understand when it's meant to be allegorical. And unveil it and get to the root of what it's supposed to be. Okay, that's to entertain you and educate you at the same time. But don't confuse the entertainment, the allegory with actual fact. Okay? Believe that. All right, family. This is General Sarasun Seti saying, hey, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with some fire now. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, and I'm gonna have a hell of a lineup. We've been talking about this, the eclipse and everything, and you know, I'm gonna most definitely we might switch it up a little bit, but it's moving closer and closer, so we want to stay. You know, let me ask y'all something. Anybody out there gonna be in the line of the eclipse? Huh? Anybody out there? If you is, put something up in there for me. Let me know. Who gonna be in that line of the eclipse? Give me one of you soldiers. I need a soldier. Okay, you might. Okay. If you is, I want you to drop me a line, because I want somebody to record. If you're gonna be recording or anything, I want to give you a link, and I want to be able to show it. I want to be able to show it on this channel. So if anybody out there, okay, right here, okay, Roscoe Jones, is you gonna record it? Me Blaze, you gonna be in there? You gonna record it? Any one of y'all? If you is, hit me up. Hit me up, Indiana. Okay, you is, yeah, you in there, yeah. I can, Roscoe, you can do it. Well, both of y'all, I can give y'all both the link. Hit me up at generalseti at yahoo.com. You hit me up at generalseti at yahoo.com, and I'm gonna communicate with you, and I'm gonna make sure that at that time y'all get the link. South Bend, yep, you gonna be in there. I know it's coming across Indiana. Huey, you gonna be in there too? Okay, well, hit me up. Hit me up, generalseti at yahoo.com. Okay, and then we gonna get that together. And so shit, I'll get all of y'all on there. It don't make no goddamn difference. Okay. You know, so we got 3 that already done hit up. I appreciate y'all. It's only gonna be one eclipse, and so I'm gonna let the 3. You know, I'm gonna let the 3 brothers. Y'all get with me, General Seti at yahoo.com. Hit me up tomorrow. I'm gonna be looking, and then we're gonna commune, and we're gonna get it live. You see, I want to be able to broadcast live right here, family. So anybody out there, if you ain't in the path of the eclipse, these good brothers is gonna help us document this very magnificent event. All right, family, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hit me up, General Sarasun Seti. Hit up some of them links, please. Support the general. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.